What is up, YouTube? Crimson Knight Zelman here. Have a PU match for you guys against SS Raditz 94. Have a battle here against SS Raditz 94, a good friend of mine. And what we got going on here is a PU match. My team is completely random. His team is completely random. He just wants to test out the tier. And pretty much it was just good fun, you know, battles, stuff like that, so on and so forth. Alright, right here I'm going to lead off with Maractus, and he's going to lead off with, I believe, Stunfisk. So, since we have a Stunfisk versus Maractus here, he fears my Giga Drain and switches out. Right here, I wanted to go for Spikes, but I figured that would be too obvious, so I decided to go for a Toxic instead, just to get residual damage off on something. He goes into 2-Fly, and I expect like a Flying Gym Acrobatics from that thing, so I switch out. And since I was expecting Flying Gym Acrobatics, I decided to expect probably an electric attack. So I go into my Raichu here. And Raichu is going to sit here and proceed to take on 2-Fly, this Emolga. So I go right here for a Fake Out, because this is a adamant-natured, physical Raichu. Don't ask me why, it seems like fun. Okay, it has Volt Tackle, and I want to use it. So he goes for a Charge Beam here. And I have Lightning Ride, so that just boosts my special attack. Not like it really helped. I probably should have went special attack on this thing, but like I said, I have Volt Tackle, and Volt Tackle is the bomb. So right here he goes into an Encore, and I was like, oh, I didn't think he'd outspeed me there. And I really wanted to go for Extreme Speed, but I figured the Volt Tackle would have been more damage, and since it was stab boosted, I don't know. Something about my thinking right there didn't click with me. Alright, so right here I'm just going to stay in just to stall out this Encore, and know he's going to go for a Substitute, and he's going to go into one of his flying attacks, most likely Acrobatics or, you know, what was it? What was the other attack it has? Air Slash, there we go. And pretty much, since I see he has leftovers now, I know it's not going to be, you know, the Flying Gym Acrobatics boosted one. So he's just gonna sit here and proceed to Encore me and do all this stuff. My Encore ends, and as this happens, I go for the Extreme Speed. So I break the sub now, and the sub is gone. So he's gonna go for another Air Slash. My HP is gonna be low right here, and right here I plan to pretty much just kind of like sack my pretty much just to sack Raichu, because Raichu's pretty much did his job now, and I really have no more use for it. He goes into his Finn, hoping for that static paralyze when I go for the Extreme Speed with that derpy looking, Stunfisk looking thing, whatever. So right here, I decided to switch into my Bouffalant, question mark. It's Tauros actually, just because Tauros is, I don't know, Tauros is cool. He was a threat in 3rd gen, everyone used it, and as the gens started coming out more, he started to fall more and more. And I just decided not to let him fall too much, and I'd rather use him in this PU battle, you know? So right here, I go for an Earthquake, and he takes that pretty well. He goes in for a Scold, and I wasn't predicting the burn. I wasn't expecting a burn, to be honest, but it ended up happening. Not like it really too much mattered, but it did bother me because it's like, well, now he's not as strong as he should have been. Great. So now knowing that my Tauros isn't as viable as he should be, I decide he goes into 2-Fly, and I'm like, alright, well, we're going to go in for an all-nothing attack. But I decided to go for Earthquake just because I thought he would have stayed in, just hoping to live another one. I see that his Stunfisk is a little bit more precious to him than this Emolga is, because right now I'm about to hit this thing in the face with a Giga Impact, because he's going to go for an Encore. Yeah, so I went for the Giga Impact there, Life Orb boosted, and it did a considerable amount, considering that the fact that I'm burned. So now he went for a sub, trying to fake me out for that Encore. I'm not no fool, bro. Doesn't happen that way. So he gets some leftovers boost. I burn, whatever. Have to recharge this turn, and he goes for the Charge Beam, getting the special attack raise in the process of it. Now Emolga's become even more of a problem. Kind of. in a sense. Not really. Well, now that Emolga's low on HP, I decided to send in my Raichu, just because I know it can list some Stealth Rock damage, and I know that if I fake it out, it's gonna die. So, fake out takes out the Emolga here. He was hoping for that static to kind of like wear off on me. I don't even know if Emolga had static. I don't really care. It dies, but yeah. Now I have 11 HP left, and I have this Zatch Bell thing. He sends in Bloomers, the Chirim, and it goes for the Sunny Day here, and I was like, Sunny Day, what's gonna happen now besides you changing form? And as he changes form into his positive side, I'm going to go straight for the Volt Tackle because it's another all-or-nothing attack I had. And Volt Tackle just looks so boss. I mean, look at that attack. Just static everywhere. And it does about 50% right clean. And I get a pair of hacks. Life is good with the random pair of hacks. Alright, so now my Raichu faints. It's okay, no big deal. I decided to send in Combuskin here because, you know, it's Combuskin. And I was hoping to scare out that Chirim, and it did. It scared it out. But I believe I still went for the Fire Blast right here because I didn't want to overpredict too much. And I didn't want to start going behind the sub just because I know he has Grumpig on his team. And Grumpig walls the hell out of my entire team. Even my Mightyena after one Moxie Boost, I believe Grumpig will even be able to live like a stab crunch. So right here, I predict that the Psychic was a little too obvious. So I know he was going to go for some type of attack to just slow my team down. So I decided to go into my Marijuana, the Meganium. Why? Because if it's paralyzed, it doesn't really matter. Its only role is to set up screens and Leech Seed stuff. So it wasn't too big of a deal for me. He goes for the Thunder Wave. I was like, alright, you know, congrats, bro. Got that Thunder Wave off. And I believe right here he's going to switch out into Explode. No, he goes for a Heal Bell first. As he goes for this Heal Bell, I'm laughing in his face because, like, I get to set up my, my Leech Seed. And now that the Leech Seed's set up, I get to... Oh, I know he's going to switch, so now that he's going to switch, now I'm predicting Explode to come out. Because, Explode is a normal type, and most normal types carry the Bolt Beam combo plus the Fire Blast since he's using Sunny Day. So I was expecting some type of Fire Abuser, and it turns out to be Explode. Right here, he goes into Shut Up, the Explode, and right in his face, I'm going to set up a Light Screen. Yeah, so right here, he's raging a little bit because he's like, Choice Specs, no biggie. So he goes for the Fire Blast. I was hoping for it to miss, really, but it didn't. Didn't matter too much. I take it very well considering that the Light Screen's up, and, well, no, I didn't take that all too well as I thought I would. I didn't balance out the spread too well because I made it like a dual wall when it really only needs to be a special. But no biggie. No big deal. It's not bothering me too much. So I set up the Leech Seed here, getting more HP back. He goes for another Fire Blast, and I'm going to live that pretty well also because, like I said, it's just whatever. No, he 2-hit KO'd it. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, my bad. I'm too far ahead in the battle. Alright, so the sunlight fades now, and as that goes, his Explode is going to withdraw. And now he sends in Bloomers again, this Chirim to set up the sun again, and I'm like, yeah. I just realized my Pokemon's not showing up. Did anyone notice that? Whoa. I'm going to keep recording here just because my Pokemon's gone. Like, you guys see this? Everything he goes for is failing. And my Pokemon's not on screen. Right there I had a Maractus up against Chirim. And then right here I had Mightyena up against this thing. Something's very off about this battle, if I have to say so myself. This Dragon Dancing Whiscash. Yeah, that made that was like a jaw dropper for me. I didn't know it gets Dragon Dance now. Anyway, so even though we don't see it, I have my Mightyena out, and this is where he died, because that Earthquake lands. Oh, the battle was too long, so the playback canceled. That's actually the first time that's ever happened. Sorry about that, guys. I'll try to re-upload this if I can, or just probably get another battle in. But anyway, it was a win for him, 4-0 victory, and I lost, and it was no big deal, but it was pretty fun battling. Go check out his channel, SS Raditz 94. Yeah, comment, rate, subscribe. Peace out.